Man United take on FC Zorya on Thursday in our second Europa League game. And I suppose, it's Europa League, there's always going to be changes, just as there was for the final game, just as there was for the Northampton game in the EFL Cup. Here is who I think is going to be in our starting 11 on Thursday. In goal, no questions asked, David De Gea. Sorry, Sergio, but no. Right back, Matteo Darmian. Now, here's a player I'm not giving up on, because I think Darmian is a quality right back. He showed at the start of last season, but he's just not been there since. And the only way a player ever finds his confidence again is by playing games. Darmian's got to start for me. Centre-back partnership, I've gone for Chris Smalling and Eric Bailly because a certain player is playing somewhere else and I don't want Marcus Rojo to play. I think, Wanzebe could start, but Mourinho's overlooked him at the moment. He's playing with the under-23s and the under-21s. I don't think he's going to start this game. I hope he does. I don't think he will. Left back, I've gone for Luke Shaw. I think if he's coming back from an injury, this is a better game to reintroduce him rather than an intense Premier League game against Stoke. So I think it's a perfect opportunity to use him. And as you can see, I've got Daley Blind in a more defensive midfield role. Now, he was brilliant against Leicester at left back, and I'm not taking that away from him. But if Daley Blind and Luke Shaw are both fit this season, I want to start Luke Shaw at left back. He's my preferred choice. Let me know if he's yours. But I think central or defensive midfield is the best role for Blind in this squad this season. I think, he's played there previously with Ajax. I'm not sure if that was the season he won the Eredivisie Player of the Year when he was playing in that role, but he has played it there. He played at the start of his Man United career, and I see Blind as a potential Carrick replacement because Carrick's leaving at the end of this season. If not, he's going to extend for another year. Either way, he's gone within the next 2 years, max. And Blind shares a lot of the same characteristics as Carrick. Is that assured, calming presence that you need in your team just to keep possession and keep it ticking. Same sort of passing range as well. We need to replace Carrick properly. Maybe Blind, and we've already got him at the club. Now, I'm playing Blind. Going to play him alongside Ander Herrera in a similar sort of role that he played against Leicester, but instead of a midfield trio with a midfield tree, definitely not Fellaini. He's not in this team, sorry Marouane, but a midfield trio, I suppose this one is with Rooney just in front of them, but it's a more of a partnership in central midfield, which is a little bit different, a little bit harder to play, but alongside Blind, I think Herrera could be excellent. And as you can see, I've got Wayne Rooney in at the number 10 because these are the sort of games that Wayne Rooney now needs to play. Rooney is not a guaranteed first-team starter for Manchester United anymore, especially after that 4-1 smashing of Leicester City. It's the end of discussion as far as I'm concerned at the moment. I'm not writing Rooney off completely. He can still add something to this team at the right time. I feel there's a lot of similarities with that in Fellaini. I think Fellaini can be an asset to the team when he's using the right way at the right time. Rooney now falls into that bracket. He shouldn't be starting every single game. And if he does by default, it shows how much, we've seen this season how much it can hamper United. And we've seen against Leicester how much it can help us, him not being in that team. But him in a number 10 role with Jesse Lingard on the right and Henrik Mkhitaryan on the left. I hope this is the time we see Mkhitaryan come back, being a very subdued start for him at Man United, just like it was for him at Borussia Dortmund, with injuries kind of cursing the first few weeks. So hopefully he can start coming into himself, because as great as Jesse Lingard is at what he does, Mkhitaryan is my man in that role. And then up front, I've got Marcus Rashford. Who else? Absolutely no. Who else? There's no need to say anything because Zlatan Ibrahimovic probably won't start this game. Marcus Rashford scoring goals galore whenever he plays. Just love watching him play, and I want to see him start against Zorya, bag himself a hat-trick because, we should be scoring 3 or 4 goals against this team. No offence to FC Zorya, but United have got to annihilate teams in their home games. This is the European football. We've got to get that fear factor back at Old Trafford that started with that 4-1 win over Leicester. That is my predicted 11 for the team. Let me know yours in the comments. Drop a like on the video as always. Subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. And we'll see you all very, very soon. Take it easy.